story. All kinds of business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all. Hello.
Hello.
Here's the Purpose Real Talk.
Yes, welcome everyone. We're glad to have you as usual. We appreciate you all coming back time after time. Thank you so much.
Yes, so I'm Elder Lakia Barnett, and
I'm Miss Hubbard.
So we are here. The Tears, part of the Tears of Purpose crew. This ain't all of us, but this is part of it, yes. Right? So we have an exciting show for you today. So do us a favor and tag to all of your friends and family down the timeline. Don't skip a beat. We have a lovely show today. We have two awesome, phenomenal women that's going to spill all the tea about what they're doing as authors and more, right? Yeah, so before we get into that, I got some news. Y'all want to know what the news is?
Yeah, they want to know.
Okay. Well, first of all, get excited because this young man, I told y'all I was going to find out all the juicy details about this movie that we keep premiering on here, his previews. And I'm talking about Jamel, the filmmaker from Indiana. So his Proverbs 31 movie is on Amazon right now. So you gotta either rent it or buy it, whatever the case may be. But I don't think you will be disappointed. Please go and support our friend to the show, Jamel. Him and his wife. Oh my God, just such trendsetters, right? So we need them to get all they can get and be supported. So it's on Amazon. It literally dropped on Amazon, so you can go and get that. So let's take a look at the clip real quick.
Yes.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above all rubies. What woman in their right mind can honestly live up to these ridiculous standards? Certainly not this one.
Who can find a virtuous woman? See, I thought I was one. So, how did we get here?
Once you put anything before God, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, don't check me.
All right, that's enough. Get ready.
Go on in there. Cry to God.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
We have to be that man in order for them to be that woman.
Tell me you didn't just gamble away all my money, Anthony.
God saved Ant's life.
Please help me through this.
What if you were already the husband I needed? Excuse you.
I'm sorry.
Say it again.
But like, why did Aunt do nothing about it?
Trust me, Aunt's gonna take care of that.
I just want you to see what you got to look forward to.
What a waste of time.
You do move. Hey.
I'm angry at myself for allowing you to change me into this monster.
This is your mess. You clean it up.
You made this bed, now you sleep in it.
Are you gonna leave? Or do I need to shoot you in your knee?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
For her price is far above all rubies.
The heart of her husband, he will be trusting her.
So that he shall have no need of sport.
She do him good all the days of her life.
Yes.
So once again, our very good friend Jamel from Indiana, film producer, his film is now on Amazon. So go check that out. You guys can stop anticipating and go watch it. Right. So I'm triply excited about what God is doing in the film industry and looking forward to what God is going to continue to do in that arena. So you guys continue to tag and share all the way down your timeline. Share in the groups, y'all. Keep spreading it. You guys have been showing us so much love with sharing out our videos and making sure that people get what they need. You know, this is a lots of encouragement. Shout out to the Tears of Purpose women, Okema Grant and Tammy Thomas, always in the building.
Hey,
virtual building, always in the virtual room, giving love to us. Amen. So I love it. So let's get to the guest.
Let's
get to the guest. So first up, we have Miss Joyce Jennings, aka Miss Sade. She said, aka Miss Sade. Okay. Welcome to Tears of Purpose Real Talk.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yes, so we are so glad to have you. Thank you for accepting the invitation to come. And so I'm getting ready to turn you over to Miss Hubbard, and we're going to get started with getting all this tea about you.
Yes, welcome again once, Miss Jennings. I don't have many questions, but I want to know, I mean, in your bio, you said something about, I know you joined the reserves at one time.
Yes.
So I've always wondered, the reserves, is the same as if you was to go on full time? I mean, do you get all the benefits, or because I didn't think you were,
yes.
You said you was deployed.
Yes, I was I was deployed through the reserves. What it was, when I went to boot camp, I had a choice before going in, did I want active duty or reserves? And somehow when I got down there, I first said reserves, and when I got down there, I changed it to active duty. I went on active duty for a while, and then when I think I did 2 years, about 2 years, and then when I switched over to the reserves. I did 14 years in the reserves.
So apparently you enjoyed it.
Well, at first, yes. When you're young and in the 20s, and they sending you to different countries you can't even pronounce. Yes. And you having 3 hots and a cot.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Because I was thinking about, well, it's too late now, but when I was younger, I thought about it, but I thought went right out my head. So that was into that. Okay. So tell us about your book, Bad Company Damages Spiritual Growth. I like that.
Yes.
That's so true.
Yes. Here's a copy right here. All right. Available on my website. But the reason why I started this book is because I have come from almost nothing. I had to pull myself up. I didn't have too much family support, and I had to learn a lot of things on my own. And that I would say going to the Navy made me grow up. Then becoming a parent and a homeowner, I really grew up with that. But back to my book, Bad Company Damages Spiritual Growth. If you don't have the right people around you for the right reasons, that could stimulate your growth.
Yeah.
Because your bad company influences. It could be they can if a bad company can influence you to go against God, against yourself, against your family, all that.
Yeah, it's people, places, and things.
Yes.
That will get you in trouble if you don't have your head on right.
Right.
Or
and the
listening
first
to the
thing
right
I
people.
would say to anybody, check your inner circle. Make sure you have a solid inner circle, the people that are for you, not people that are secretly plotting against you, or people that want you to succeed and so they can come up. You don't want that kind either. You want people that's going to uproot you, not people that are going to tear you down.
That's right. You definitely need that. I mean, people always, they talked about Jesus, so they're going to talk about you. So, once you get in the church, I mean, you got to pray. That's the main thing. You have to pray. I mean,
Oh
because the
yes, you have
Lord,
to have a higher power. But
yes.
what I'm saying with people, my book is based on what's that how people smile and pretend and say they're your friend, but they really snakes in the grass. Okay, everybody that smiles and hangs with you and laughs at your jokes,
Mm,
that does not make them your friend.
right,
And
right.
just because you pass by somebody in the hallway at work and they don't speak to you, that doesn't make them against you either.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on the individual.
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah. Well, you have to be careful because I mean, my mom used to call people. They laugh in your face and stab you in the back. She called them turncoats.
Right, right,
So
right.
you gotta be careful. But like I was saying, if you get close to God, He will let you know.
Oh, yes. He will reveal those people to you
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
know to stay away. And right now, I can basically pick up on people's spirit,
Mm-hmm.
on how they move and how they talk, whether they are good people or not.
Okay. That sounds like a discerning spirit to me. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well, that's basically all I have. I'm gonna turn you over to Miss Lakia.
I can't hear
Can't
you,
hear
Miss
you, Lakia.
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 Yeah, we can't hear you,
Oh,
Miss Lakia. There you
sorry.
go.
Shout out
Okay.
to VP. Hello, LaShawn. Hi,
Hey,
Shauna.
Sean.
Hello, everyone. Our prayers is with you, VP. You guys keep sharing down your timeline as we are talking to the lovely Joyce Jennings, aka Miss Sade. So, where did this aka Miss Sade come from? Why do I feel like this has some type of where
I
did
like to call
aka
me Miss
come
Sade.
from?
I like it. I like people to call me Miss Sade.
Oh
All
wow. Is
right.
that a middle name?
No, no, no. Miss Sade is is my pen name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So, uh-oh.
What happened to your lights?
Hmm. Okay. So, with that being said, what drove you to becoming an author in the first place? Where did that kind of
well,
start? Your love for writing?
where it start was when I moved to Atlanta and I went into the workforce. I got into a lot of toxic environments. And when I say toxic environments, it's not the environment that's toxic, it's the people in it.
Mm,
And I felt that on several jobs that I wasn't really liked there. The only reason why I was hired was more for my skills. They didn't give a. They liked other people better, but they didn't have. Evidently, they didn't possess the skills that I did. That's why I was hired, and because I did not fit into their program,
mm,
it wasn't a very pleasant place for me to be. I
mm.
remember getting laid off from the that particular job and actually celebrating. Have you ever
Wow.
heard of somebody celebrating getting fired? That I didn't have to deal with that man no more, that manager.
Uh-huh. Yeah, been
Yes.
there.
Cool. So I noticed when I was reading your bio that you also have participated in several Black Lives Matter protests. How did you
Yes,
get
I have.
involved in that?
Yes, I wanted to get in because I wanted to show support for, the black people that have lost their lives. All
Mm,
right, what's his name? Ahmed down here at what is that place in Georgia, Brunswick, Georgia. All right,
mm,
I thought that was very cold to be, when you just looking for at a place there's nothing in there that he could have stole and just asking and what's that they chased him down and killing him like he's some dog in the street. My heart went out to his mother. I had an
mm,
opportunity to meet her at one of the marches and I went up there and I marched for Biana Taylor up there
mm,
in up north, and I'm very proud that I presented her with one of my prayer books. her auntie, that is, because her mother
Mm-hmm.
was not there. And I really do feel a strong heart that, that our kids are growing up and they should not die, or be killed unnecessarily. No kid. I don't care if they white, yellow, purple, green. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
should die unnecessarily
Right.
because of somebody else's hatred or whatever.
I agree. So, you became a part of these projects, and did that enlighten something in you to want to write about? Because I know with writers, we are inspired by the littlest things, some things that usually are out the box. So, did it inspire you to want to go back into the writing lab and elaborate a little bit more on your writing and expanding your writing, or like what do you
Yes,
kind of take
because
from that experience?
what I took was it started off as a therapy because it's a right. My writing skills started off as a therapy because when I was working at these companies that were, what's that, toxic, okay, the toxic environment, and I felt so hurt, frustrated, mad, and angry. Okay, that's where I really moved into the Black Lives Matter movement, and because I was in an all white company. Okay, I can't say the name of the company right now, but you all would know it at the time. And I felt more angry going to work than I did anyplace else, and that's pretty bad when you feel angry and you want to, you're just all you keyed you did you feel like you want to you're just very just frustrated and angry going to work, and that's a very
Mm-hmm.
bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course, of course. I believe when those things happen, when we have certain things that happen in the world, it raises a lot of awareness, but it also raises a, a ground for us to be able to stand and have a voice to speak against these things. I also noticed that you received a Competent Communications Award from Toastmasters. What's that all about?
Well, I went through a program at Toastmasters, and we had I am a competent communicator, that I write speeches. I'm a speaker too, also besides a writer, and I like to speak on healthy communications, because I believe a lot of this abuse, whether it's emotional or physical, well, if it's emotional, it's going to eventually lead to physical. If people just see the red flags and don't ignore them, it can decrease a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what my book is based on. Bad company. You have to pick the right, it can go not only just for a work situation, but for an organization or for a church or for a relationship. It's
Absolutely.
if somebody's blowing up and being mean to you because you borrowed $20 from them, and what's that, they don't know how to ask for it back, and then you're like, okay, what is it that you need? And they're getting mean to you, and like, you will owe me to. All you had to say, if people just communicate, and on top of that, if somebody's getting upset with you over $20, this is not the person that you want to be in a relationship with, because how they gonna
Mm-hmm.
act over 200 or 2,000?
Mm. Yeah.
Well, tell you the truth, I wouldn't be want to be in business with anybody like that.
Nope.
Exactly. So, what are your two tips for upcoming authors? We have a lot of people that are emerging in the author arena. So, what are two tips that you would give to them if they were watching now or watching the replay later?
Well, I would give to them. All right. First of all, you want to read and reread and edit as much as you can, and you want to be yourself. You want to talk about real experiences. And two, always find a publisher or editor people, like I said, not out for a dollar, but out for your looking out for your best interests.
That makes a lot of sense. I
Yeah.
think that's what people should say when we have a lot of emerging authors coming into the arena. I think that it should be said to make sure that whomever you are allowing to deal with your project, that it comes from that good heart, that good space, because you don't want anybody that's just chasing dollars
Right.
not to be
Right.
messing around
Because
with your
they
project.
don't care about you. They care
Yeah,
about
That
collecting the
dollar.
dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
definitely.
to be very careful about that,
Yeah.
because you can people will take your dollars and just say, well, I gave you what you paid for, and keep it moving. And you got to be
Mm-hmm.
mindful of that. You got to be mindful, is this a connection? Okay, if you have a question, I don't care how stupid it is, that you can call the person and ask them without them saying, can you find them first of all? Because a lot
Right.
of people, if they're working with you, they may have 10 other clients, 20
Mm-hmm.
other clients. So are you going to have that personal time with them? Is another thing. Can you
Mm-hmm.
call and ask them a question? All right. Are they too busy for you? Or are they busy enough? Because some people may not know, they may say they're a publisher, editor, but are they really?
Right.
How many clients have they had previous before you?
Yeah. Check
Be
them out
mindful.
before you. Yeah. Check them
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So what's next for you? What is the next
What's
thing for this year? What's next?
Well, right now, what's that? I'm part of a co-author that I'm talking about, basically beating, what's that? Anxiety and depression,
Mm.
and becoming a parent and a first-time home buyer.
That's
And
good.
I would like to talk to people on what's that on those different subjects, because they're very important. Okay, about, and that leads to people being, get out of being depressed all the time and
Mm-hmm.
blues. uh I want to read a poem to you, if that you got enough time to. All right, here's a poem I wrote called My Uprise. I was depressed. I was looking down, drowning in my own sorrow. I couldn't see the forest for the trees. There was nothing but darkness and negativity around me. After the rainstorm, I caught a glimpse of light. As I began to walk towards the light, red roses started to grow under my feet. The great fog was trying to snatch me back into the turmoil of darkness. As I moved away and looked upon the sky, which opened up to separate the dark clouds from the blue skies, I kept walking till I saw the sunshine and the blue seas. This represent peace and better days are to come. I took a shine to the purple gear. It was also clear I was supposed to be a queen, to carry myself with dignity.
Very good. I like that.
Yes.
Great job. Great
Oh, I
job.
do spoken word too, That's one of my pieces. And I want to give that to anybody who needs a upbringing, your uplift, because we all need uplifts now and then.
Yes.
Absolutely. I agree. So thank you for that beautiful piece. And why don't you go ahead and let everyone know how they can find you and connect to you?
Well, I have a website, www.mschardae.com. Again, that's www.mschardae.com.
All right.
All right. So we thank you, Miss Joyce Jennings, aka Miss Sade, for joining the Tears to Purpose Real Talk show today. You were quite enlightening. I pray that you keep going in all of your endeavors, keep making your marks here on earth. And we hope that you will come back and just stay in touch with us and let us know how you are doing. Yes. And we are just so glad that you came to bless us with your advice and your beautiful poetry as well.
All right, then. Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
Good night.
All right, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed our first guest. So we are going to be moving right along. You guys keep liking, tagging, and sharing down your timeline. Let somebody know we are on. And so our next guest is Kamantha Martin. She is also an author as well, wife, mother, grandmother. Come on, everything. So we're bringing her up next. Hello, welcome to Tears of Purpose Real Talk.
Hi, thank you for having me. Good evening to everybody.
We are ecstatic to have you. So we are going to go ahead and turn you over to Miss Hubbard so we can get all the tea about what you've been doing.
Welcome again, Miss Martin. So take us down the journey. Take us down the road of your journey that you've been on so far.
Wow. How long do you have? So I had a journey, and I don't know how far back you want me to go, but let's talk about my writing, and I'll just kind of encapsulate everything along the way. So I did discover my writing gift in the 4th grade. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
I did poetry for a while. I've been a published writer since 16. I wrote for a local magazine in the Bahamas, where I'm originally from. I was married at an early age. I got married at 18. I'm still married. I have 3 daughters. I have 6 grandchildren, and I currently reside in the North Atlanta area. Like I said, I was a published writer I also recently wrote a devotional that was something that I started, I say about 3-4 years ago. I don't know if you know who Dr. Miles Monroe is, the late Dr. Miles Monroe, but I call him my spiritual mentor. And he did pass away. Him and his wife passed in 2015, but he was the one listening to his messages. I went through a season in 2018 where I was just trying to connect to my purpose. And he was the one put the fire under me through his messages about our gifting. And what had laid dormant on the inside was my writing gift for several years. And I'll never forget, after listening to a message, I was on my lunch break and I got in my car and I just started, just whatever flowed out of me. And that was my first audio devotional. Well, I have since put that work in written form and published that. Prior to that, I was also a co-author for a book called Rebranding My Life. That was in 2018. That does tell more about my story, spiritually so, where I was part of a almost cult-like organization, very bound by legalism. So that's why I started, how far back to go, because it's been a journey. My writing gift, just tapping back into that and just realizing that that has always been there for ministry, also as a way to encourage, and uplift others, as well as challenge, others to change their perspective. And so, other than that, I've been, as far as my work life, part of the corporate world. I'm currently working, but not working because I'm an entrepreneur at heart. So what else do you want to know? There's so much.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. So you have your own business. What business is that?
So I have more than one business. They're all very in the early stages. In 2020 pushed out everything that had been stirring on the inside of me as far as business wise. So I have an online Christian clothing company called Express Your Faith. And I also have a business writing business called Perfectionist Writing Services. These were both started in 2020. They're very new businesses. They're still being, developed and built. And aside from being a published author, but those are the businesses that I focus on. I'm currently in the middle of rebranding the Express Your Faith clothing line. Not so much the apparel itself, but just doing an overhaul of it, But I wanted to get everything that was in me out. I just felt like everything that had been stirring, that idea of the Christian clothing line had been in my mind for years. I had the name years ago. I had expressions that would, just come to me. And I knew I had a writing capability, and even working for corporate for many years, I had that business writing side to me as well. So I help others with writing grant applications and, manuals, business proposals, business plans. Yeah, one-stop shop here. I don't do
That's good.
ghostwriting. I don't do ghostwriting. When it comes to my creative writing, I'm a little bit selfish. I just keep that work for myself.
Okay. Okay. Well, you have a lot going on. That's good. So, when did you realize your purpose?
Well, honestly, like I said, in 2018, when I just went through that season of, it always been stirring on the inside. There was more, there was more than just a 9 to 5 job. I mean, I excelled in everything, every position that I held on the corporate side, but there was always this stirring in me. And it's just amazing how you have these giftings, but they lie dormant. And for so many years, I hadn't written. And when I listened to Dr. Miles Monroe, and he talked about our gifting, and that's already in you. You don't have to look for it, it's there. I mean, I feel like it literally put the fire under me, because, like I said, that was when I realized I tied that to my spiritual gift of encouragement. And I realized that this was what I need to be doing, So I guess 2018 is really when I, discovered that. And I'm still learning, as I go along.
Yeah. So, did you want to give up at one point?
Did I want to give up?
Yeah. Were you afraid
Oh
that you
my
weren't going to make it?
gosh.
So you just was thinking about giving up?
At any point during my life, during my writing career, or spiritually? So, I
Yes.
mean, yes. I started out as a young mother. I got married young. So we had many challenges, financially so. And then, like I said, I fell into a ministry that was very legalistic. And so just even unlearning some behaviors was just very challenging. So most definitely, I've had instances, where I just, Lord, what is it that you want me to do?
Yeah.
I feel like I know there's more. I know there's more. And so, yes. So honestly, when I tapped into my writing again, it was just so fulfilling, and it still is so fulfilling, because I know this is something that God gave me, and I realize what the purpose of it is, So most definitely, I
Okay.
definitely can say so, more than one occasion.
Well, we thank God that you didn't give up and you continue to write and do what you're doing. We thank God for that. Um, that's all the questions I have. I'm gonna turn you over to Miss Lakia.
So I see that you are a co-author of Rebranding My Life book. Tell us about that.
So, a friend of mine that I went to high school with, she had put a request out for potential authors that wanted to share their experiences, where they feel like they went through an experience in life, and having gone through that experience, it caused you to reassess and readjust some things. And so that in itself was a challenge for me, because it was more of a spiritual and therapeutic reasoning for me wanting to put down on paper what I had gone through. I had never really talked about it in detail with anyone regarding the ministry. And so literally, I think she put the request out in like May, well, maybe April of that year. And in July, we had to have our finished work. And I had it well ahead of time because it was already sitting there just ready to come out. And so that was the experience. I co-wrote that book with 4 other authors, and their stories are very compelling. But the lady that I connected with, which was someone I went to high school with, her name is Darlene Hollis, and she is a publisher as well and has other work. But it was myself and 4 women, and we just told our stories.
That is so good. It sounds amazing. I always like to hear about collaborations. So that's really amazing. So I don't know how many people know that you're a songwriter, right?
Well, my husband is a musician. He's musically inclined. And yes, I have assisted him with writing. Honestly, I have never written a full song, but we have collaborated and I have helped him write. I think it's maybe about 2 or 3 of his songs. His music is set to release here very soon. But yeah, like I said early on, I realized I could do poetry. So like I said, all ties together. And so he started, composing music several years ago and realized I could write, but he would get to a point where he just felt stuck. And so I would just kind of help him, with writing, songwriting. So it's definitely, yeah. Like I said, one-stop shop.
Absolutely. So what is your tips for emerging? I like to ask this question because it may be someone watching that's just like, hey, I want to do this. I don't know how to do this. So what is your 2 tips to give to emerging authors that are coming to the forefront now?
What helped me, I'm just going to say what worked for me is, instead of just staring at the blank page or blank, computer screen, as things come to you, record it. And then once, you may have to go back, and I don't care how it comes out, just let it flow when it's ready to flow out. And if you have to record it, there's apps that you can put on your phone. Honestly, what I had done, sometimes I would be in my car on the way home from work and I would just start recording, and then I would go back and edit. So just let it flow. I've heard some folks say white noise helps when you have the writer's block, but just start. You may start writing the end at the beginning or the middle of your story, but just get it out, and then you can worry about editing and proofreading all of that at the end, but just get out. Because honestly, writing is a spiritual journey, especially if you're telling, if it's a autobiography or just a true story in general, so just to get it out. You're going to have some challenges, some roadblocks, but just start.
That's good.
Yes, that's really good. Just start. I think a lot of people worry about things being so perfect in the beginning, but at the end, it's all going to come together. You just have to first make that leap and do it first. So that's really good advice for emerging authors. So what's next for you? What is next on your agenda to do? Did you come into 2022 with goals? Did you come in with, a different perspective on how you want to see things go? What is next for you?
Well, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned that I initially started doing audio devotionals, and I would just post those on my personal Facebook page. So when I published this devotional, it was mentioned to have an audio version. So I'm looking to release the audio version as well as I have volume 2. If you notice, my book is listed as volume 1. And so I'm looking to have volume 2 released this year, and both in audio versions as well.
All right.
So that's one of my goals.
Okay. And do you have any events or anything that's coming up that you want to make everybody aware about? Anything that you're doing virtually, workshops? I don't know why I see workshops with you, but what else are you doing any of that going into 2022 as well?
I don't have anything currently scheduled, but hey, I take it if you see workshops, because I mean, there's always so much just stirring around in me. So, but no, I don't have anything currently planned. I'm just going to continue to work on my businesses, and whatever God leads me to write, in addition to what I already have planned to publish, then so be it. But that's what it is.
Well, yes, ma'am. Well, get ready. Get ready for courses too. Get ready for courses too.
I hear you.
Workshops and courses.
Okay.
My God, somebody needs all that valid information you got in your belly. Somebody. So definitely, we are going to stay connected to you. We are wishing you well, that God will continue to overflow with more creativity, helping others to birth out their creativity in the writing arena. So we bless you, and we definitely want to keep up with you and make sure that you are still soaring in the areas that God has you in. And we can't wait to hear your husband's music that will come forth. So let us know about that too as well. And so why don't you go ahead and just let everybody know how they can find you and connect with you on your social media platforms or anything else that you want to share.
Okay. So you can find me on Facebook under Cam Martin. That's just my personal page, but I have a ministry page that's Cam Speaks. You can find me on Instagram, Cam Speaks, on YouTube, Cam Speaks. My professional business is perfectionwritingservices.com. And again, my clothing line is Express Your Faith. That's expressyourfaith.com. But Cam Speaks, and other than that, my personal page under my name.
All right. But so you said Cam speaks. Well, why don't we allow Cam to speak some inspiration before you get up off of here? There's some people that need to hear some inspiration, Cam. So you got to speak some inspiration. I know it's
On
in
the
you.
spot.
So we're going to put you on the spot on the Purpose Real Talk today.
You know what? I just want to encourage someone to let them know that it doesn't matter how late you started in life. It doesn't matter what obstacles you face, what roadblocks you had. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot accomplish what you set your mind to do, because you're looking at a teenage mother. I was a teenage mother, a teenage wife. I had many obstacles. Never did I ever imagine. You're looking at someone who was very shy, timid, afraid to even. This right here is just overcoming, because you never know the path that God has for you, but don't let anyone tell you that you can't get to where you set your mind to, because you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. And it doesn't matter the obstacles that you have faced, because with God, all things are possible.
That's right.
And I give him all the glory and all the praise, because it was only because of him that I even made it to this point, and even where he's taken me. So that's all I want to say more. But I want to just encourage, those who think that, the naysayers, those who may have told you that you're never going to, because you start. I'll just say this and end here. I heard a well-known reporter say that if a teenage mother, you can't expect to ever really accomplish anything in life. And when I heard that was several years ago. And when I heard that, I said to myself, if I don't, he'll never know that I'm proving him wrong. But I wanted to prove him wrong, because it doesn't matter where you start is where you end, and how you end your journey, and the
That's
journey
right.
that God takes you through, the lessons that you learn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm long-winded, so you're gonna have to cut me off now. Because I could go on and on I'm telling you, this is somebody that has so many things just stirring and stirring, and just, but just be encouraged. Be encouraged. And those gifts God gave you, He gave you those gifts purpose. And
Yes.
remember, just because you don't like it, that gift is still for a purpose. Because many people
Mhm.
have gifts that they don't appreciate, but that gift is still for a purpose. They follow passion. Passion doesn't
Mhm.
always equate gift.
Right. That's
Your
true.
gift could be something that you don't really like to do, but it's for a
Mm,
purpose. And your gift is not for you. Your
that's
gift is
right.
for others.
Yes. So true.
That's right. We thank you, Cam Martin, for coming to visit Tears of
Yes,
Purpose
yes.
Real Talk. We pray that you will come back. We will stay connected with you. That was beautiful
Yes,
inspiration.
it
See, I
was.
knew you had it in you. And you had more. If we would have time, you would have had more. So we look to see you using your voice in this season. Amen. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes. Thank you for the
Thank you for
inspiration.
inviting me.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys. So we have come to the end of our show. I really enjoyed both guests, both coming
Hmm.
from two different worlds, both authors doing major things in the world. So you get
Yes.
to hear their voices all over the place. So you guys make sure that if you like this and you want to partner with us, here's the purpose to keep on spreading what we are doing across the world, across
Yes.
social media in ministry period. We are all about spreading the gospel, making it known, using our gifts going forward. We are all about healing, being set free, delivered, no
Yes.
longer being in bondage. We care about people's souls.
That's what it's all about. Yes.
Purpose, okay, we care about it. So if you want to partner with us, you can do that by simply emailing me at barnettlakia@gmail.com. Put in the subject section partnership, and we will get you started on that. And or if you want to donate to this ministry, is Cash App Tears the Purpose. And also you can go on Givelify and find us there as well. So listen, we have some exciting things that is coming up. So you need
Mhm.
to keep your eyeballs open because
Yeah,
Tears
yeah.
is in effect
I'm
this
trying to
year,
tell you.
starting 2022 off, kicking
Yeah.
high and kicking low, right? So we have
Right.
some women that are step forward to tell their stories in a non-traditional way, okay? Non-traditional. We
Mhm.
out the box, we blueprints, okay? So don't be trying
Right.
to stick us in no boxes because we ain't going in there. So
No.
Saturday, if you're not busy, I need you to turn your notifications on to the ministry page. Here's the Purpose Monologue Movement. Like and follow that page. We have our first monologue going live on the ministry page at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss the Cinderella edition of My Story, God's Glory. I'm super proud of
Yes.
these women who have stepped forward to tell the enemy, you will no longer have no more power over my life. I
No.
want to tell my testimony,
That's right.
and that's it, right?
That's it.
Period.
End of story.
End of story, right? But God's glory. That's it.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
So also, I want you to stay tuned for Theater and Word that will be coming up February the 19th. Don't miss that at 1:30 p.m. If you missed it last month, well, this month, you can go back and watch the replay. Continue to
Mhm.
share. That is authentic word. That are some authentic skits on there. The Lord was moving that day. Okay.
Yes, it
If you
was.
keep
Yes.
sharing it down your timeline, the word don't get old, baby. It don't
No,
get old.
not at all. No.
Sharing so somebody can get delivered and set free. If you
Mhm.
are a woman and you're looking at me right now, or man, listen,
Hey.
I'm doing some things to change the protocol. If you have a story, you need to come and get in this inbox, my inbox, Ms. Hubbard's inbox, or email us at barnettlakia@gmail.com, and let's go forth this year. We rocking and rolling, right? We are rocking and
Yes.
rolling. And you guys make sure that you are looking out on my page. We have a major project that is coming out this year, right? Can you say film? I'm saying film. What about you?
Film.
You saying film?
Film. Yes.
Why didn't I listen? I don't know why they didn't listen, but y'all whole family need to go find out why she didn't listen. Okay?
Yes.
So we need your help. We need now 22 sponsors to come and partner with us to get this film completed and done. Listen, we have a sponsor package. If you are interested and you know someone that wants to donate to make this happen, we are spreading the gospel through film. We are spreading it through monologues. We are spreading it through skits. Listen, we are doing this thing in the way that God has given, and we need your help to execute this thing.
Yeah.
Why Do Not Listen is a must see. It is a must see short film, and we need your help. So if you know someone that has a business and you guys want to help and you want us to help you in return, just inbox me and let me know, hey, let me see the information for the sponsorship and let's do this. We already got 4 sponsors. Come on, y'all, help us get the help us
We're gonna need it
so that we can do what we have to do. Also, Miss Hubbard did mention Tears of Purpose need a van. Woo-hoo!
Yes, we do. Come on, y'all.
Beep beep. It's the time.
Brand new.
Brand new. Brand new. We got to keep spreading the gospel. God ain't tell us to sit still. We got to go high and low everywhere.
Yes.
We need that new van. So if you are able to do this, spread the word across your page. We need a brand new van donated to Tears to Purpose so that we can continue to do what we do. Okay? So I think that's enough said. So you guys, we will see you
next week
in February. We will see you in February. See, the month already gone. We'll see you in February, back with some more guests. You guys continue to help us do what we do, and we love you. And good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Entrepreneurs, experts, Christian relationship experts, that is, people in ministry that have a phenomenal story, all kinds of business owners from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all.